Hello, criminals. We are excited to have in-person learning starting on Monday, September 14th, next Monday. I am Principal Michael Fritz, along with Assistant Principal Kathy Hoover. So first, we're going to talk about hybrid learning. That is what we're going to be starting next Monday for students that choose to start with in-person learning on Monday. So what does hybrid mean? So what hybrid means is that all students were divided alphabetically, A through L and M through Z. And those two groups of students divided by alphabet will attend school via in-person learning 2 days a week, Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. They'll be expected to be learning on their own through distance learning and support through Canvas at home. Of independent study and activities related to the previous day or the next day through their Canvas courses, their learning management system. So as you can see, like I said just a minute ago, students were divided up by last names A through L and M through Z. So if you see in the blue on the top left, it says Monday and Tuesday. Last names A through L be in person. Last names M through Z will have Canvas. And our distance learning students, so students that are choosing to not come back in person, they are going to be learning through Canvas on Monday and Tuesday. And as you see in the middle of that gray area, you have the schedule for each day, Monday through Friday. Wednesdays, our students that were in hybrid will be on Canvas, and our distance learning students will be on camera with their teachers with the schedule in gray. They will be learning, asking questions, they will get clarifications, speaking with their teachers during those periods and those times on Wednesdays. That will be for distance learning students. And then we have Thursday and Friday. It switches. Students M through Z will be in person, and last names A through L will be on Canvas, and distance learning students will be then on Canvas again, learning through Canvas as they did on Monday and Tuesday. Throughout the week, in the afternoons, students that have questions can set up appointments to speak with their teachers to get clarification if they have questions. Just anything they might need in terms of getting help, they can do that in the afternoons by setting up an appointment with their teacher. During in-person learning, there was a question whether students will be changing classes or teachers will be changing classes. We will have students changing classes like we normally would in a usual school year setting. So students will change classes, teachers will not. Teachers will remain in their classroom and teach from the same classroom for the entire day. Some teachers do move around depending on their course as well, though. But teachers will be changing classes as we would in a normal year. Next, we have Kathy Hoover. Miss Kathy Hoover up with another question.
Okay, this question is about students and families who choose to continue with distance learning at home. What does the week look like for those students? So Mr. Fritz just described what the hybrid learning schedule would look like for in-person learning. If you decide to keep your student home for distance learning, your student on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday would continue working in Canvas. They would continue going to each of their class periods each day and taking attendance to indicate that they did interact with the Canvas course for that class that day. They'll be working on independent learning. They'll be working on assignments, most likely the same assignments that the in-person learning students would be working on. But Wednesdays are dedicated live streaming, live class time with your teachers. So if you're a distance learning student, you would be getting on, using this bell schedule, using this same daily schedule, you would get on to each of your Canvas courses and to each of the Google Meets for your teachers. So first period, you'd want to make sure you get into that live session starting at 7:45 a.m. That live session would end by 8:30. This is a time where your teachers can give you some specific instructions, can clarify any questions for you, can reteach some concepts that most of the class might have struggled with as they look at the assignments on Canvas. So this is dedicated time on Wednesday to our distance learning students. I'm going to move on to the next question about waivers. I know that's been a hot topic with regard to in-person learning. So where can you find the waiver needed for a student who's attending in-person classes? We have a few different options for you. Parent View is an app that parents can use to access student information, class schedule, student grades. If you have access to Parent View, you can get onto that app and indicate your approval of the waiver for in-person learning there. And there would be no signatures needed to bring into the school at that point if you do this process through Parent View. If you don't have your Parent View account set up yet, you can contact our school at 502-5000, and you can get your access code to start up your Parent View account. That's the easiest way to go about getting the waiver completed for your students to come on campus. All the rest of this week, today, tomorrow, and Friday, we have a drive-through waiver process that parents could take advantage of. Parents can come through the bus lane with the waiver that was mailed to them, or they can pick up a waiver here in the bus lane. They can sign it and submit it to our security guard, and that process would complete the waiver as well. So that's a drive-through process in our bus lane from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. all throughout this week. So that's another option that can be used to access the waiver. Students and parents can access the waiver on the district website as well. Print it out, have a parent sign it, and bring it with them. And our staff will collect those waivers on day one. It's really, really important that families understand that students may not come on campus without a signed waiver. So the sooner you get this done, the easier it will be for your student to get started with in-person learning without any interferences and paperwork needs and stuff like that. So Parent View is the best way to do it, because that's also an app that you can use to track your students' grades and attendance and such like that. So we really, really want to get everybody set up with their Parent View accounts. Again, to set that up, contact the school front office at 502-5000. Mr. Fritz, do you want to talk about siblings and students who may have different last names in the same household?
I would love to. So the next question that we have is, will students in the same household be able to attend in-person classes on the same day? Yes, we will. Students at Yuma High School and in the Yuma Union High School District will allow students in the same household that have different last names to attend on the same days. We will definitely allow that. Just figure out which days work best for your family, if they're in different parts of the alphabet, and we can go from there. And the students can come on the days that either Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Friday. We don't want to flip back and forth, but we can pick one of those two options and come on the same day. Next, we have a special services question. What if my student receives special education? Yuma High School is committed to providing the best possible services for all of our students, and especially students that have IEPs. Those students are provided through the special education department here at Yuma High School, and through their case manager, through teachers, to the greatest extent possible. So we're continuing with our special education services. If you have any questions about special education services, please call 502-5000, and we can get you connected with the case manager or the special education department. Next, we have Ms. Hoover with some questions about masks.
So the question is, will all students and staff be required to wear a mask at school? And simply stated, yes. That's still a mandate in the city of Yuma, and it's still something we expect on our school campuses to keep everyone safe. Our district expects all students and staff to wear a protective face covering or face mask that completely covers the mouth and nose. We encourage parents to help your student become more comfortable wearing a mask by practicing wearing a mask, gradually building up mask usage time. It does take some getting used to, but once you get used to it, it feels like a part of you, and it's not too difficult at all to make sure you have a mask on around other people. So we want to protect each other as a Yuma High family, and that's one of the best ways we can do that. If your student is unable to wear a mask at school due to a pre-existing condition, please contact the school and request to speak to the student's counselor or to the school nurse. And those conditions can be reported, and then that staff will get that information to the teachers who need to know regarding a student not being able to wear a mask. But unless there's some reported medical condition to our school nurse or to a counselor, we do expect all of our students and all of our staff to wear masks when around each other and in the buildings. The next question is about attendance. Will attendance be taken each day? The answer is that students will need to complete the online attendance form as they did previously. So the attendance process for students doesn't change, even though they're in person or maybe they're still distance learning. The way we've been doing attendance, where the student goes into each class period, clicks on the attendance button and fills out the attendance form for every single class period, every single day, that process is still in place. Teachers will also be documenting attendance for the students who are in person for our own purposes with regard to emergency evacuations and stuff like that. We will have our own documentation of which students are in person, but that doesn't mean those students shouldn't fill out the attendance form. Every student fills out the attendance form every day for every period, no matter whether you're in person or whether you're distance learning. That stays the same. The next question I had was, will students on campus for hybrid learning receive no-cost breakfast? Yes, students taking part in hybrid learning on campus can pick up a no-cost breakfast before school at one of our breakfast carts. Students who are not on campus, they will still have access to meals. Distance learning students can pick up no-cost meals from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. On the corner right in front of our administration building, just like we've been doing before. So that's offered Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12:30 for any distance learning students who want to pick up those meals. Meals will be available for all children 18 years of age or younger at that location. So meals are taken care of. Everybody's gonna be able to get those free breakfast and lunch meals. My last question is, will transportation be provided to and from school? The answer is absolutely. The buses will pick up and drop off along all of the bus routes. Go to the family section of our district website and you click on parent resources. You can also get to the bus routes link, and that will take you to entering your address and finding out where your bus pickup and drop off spots are. So transportation will definitely be provided for hybrid in-person learning. Mr. Fritz, you want to talk about what new students should expect when they come onto school?
I sure will. So new students, when you come on to Yuma High's campus for the first time, you should expect to feel welcome. You should be excited to be here. We're excited to have all of our students back on campus at some point, but new students especially, we're excited to see you. And we're excited to welcome you into our historic Yuma High School. So when you do come onto campus, please, if you don't know where you're going, you're not sure where to go, you're not sure where your classes are, between each period, before and after school, we will have security out roaming and around the campus. We'll also have myself and Ms. Hoover around campus. If you see any of us, which you will, because we will be very easy to spot, please come up and ask us. Do not be afraid to come up and ask us, where's this, where's that, where's this building, where's that classroom, where the restrooms are, where's the nearest drinking fountain. Anything you think you might need, come and ask us. We're here to help you for sure. Ourselves or any security guards. We're so excited to have everybody coming back to campus. And we definitely look forward to meeting everybody, all of our new students, and looking forward into the future. We're excited. We're just super excited about everything that's happening with the hybrid schedule. All right. Without further ado, everyone have a great day. It's a great day to be a criminal.